Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy once again returns to AEW. He came out to help out his brother Matt Hardy a couple of weeks ago on Dynamite, and now everybody is thinking, they're assuming that they might get one last championship run with the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And based on their careers, based on their work, based on their name, based on everything, their legacies, everything that the Hardy Boys mean to professional wrestling, they absolutely should be a part of the World Tag Team title scene. Hell, FTR versus the Hardy Boys for the tag titles, to me, and I'm pretty much sure to a lot of fans, that is a money match. And I'm hoping they get to it. I'm hoping that they can deliver on that, because it will put butts in seats. It will get people's attention, and it can only benefit FTR's final run. It can only benefit the Hardys' final run, which should be this one. With that said, this is Jeff Hardy's 5th or 6th or 7th return to professional wrestling. And there's nothing wrong with that. People leave and they come back, and they leave and they come back. How Edge is doing that ever since he came back to professional wrestling back in 2020. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, with Jeff Hardy, it's always a case of, stuff happened. He got himself in trouble again. He's had substance abuse issues, which is a major disease. Nothing more important than taking care of that, because I cannot imagine how painful, how hard it is to let go of something like that. So on that part, I sympathize with Jeff Hardy. I can't empathize because I've never lived through it. I sympathize with Jeff Hardy because I've read about this. I've heard firsthand experiences about this, substance abuse issues and what they get you, and how hard it is to break away from those kinds of habits. So with that said, I know fully well of those repercussions. But I feel like there is an interconnection with one and the other. And the fact of the matter is, Jeff Hardy is a fantastic professional wrestler. He carries himself and he practically looks like a rock star. There is no doubt about that. Nobody can deny that, and that's part of his appeal. That is why people love him. But because he feels like a rock star, because he goes out there, he gets that adrenaline rush from the pro wrestling audience every single week. Every single time he's out there, he tries to do something as extreme, more extreme than the last spot. To me, that's one of the main reasons why he continues to fall to substance abuse. And ultimately, it hurts his career, it hurts his family, his livelihood, everything about it. And to me, it's all interconnected. To me, his professional wrestling career has always been interconnected with his substance abuse. One always led to the other. And there's just my outside perspective. I don't know for sure. So I can't help but be cautious, be wary. I can't help but wish and hope that he had not returned to AEW. Because what I want him to be able to do is live a happy life with his family, with his daughters, in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, longer, and enjoy that time with them, instead of falling back into this cycle, which I hope it does not happen. I hope he doesn't. I've been a Jeff Hardy fan since 2009, since he became the WWE champion for the first time, since his rivalry with CM Punk. I almost cried when he lost that steel cage match on SmackDown against CM Punk. He had to leave WWE. I supported him as a heel through Immortal. I welcomed him back as a fan back in 2011 after that Victory Road 2011 disaster. And I was hoping, and you can look at the videos in this channel in the past, I was hoping that Jeff Hardy would at least be one of the names that Roman Reigns put away during his Universal Championship reign. And then he got released because, unfortunately, he fell to the same exact cycle that has been a part of his entire life at this point, a part of his entire career. And I get why fans want him back. It's Jeff Hardy. You think I don't want a fully healthy, just focused, just concentrated on professional wrestling Jeff Hardy back? Of course I do. That's a megastar right there, if we're talking just about pro wrestling. But the fact of the matter is, it always leads back to substance abuse. That's always been the constant. So if you ask me, I just prefer him to just quietly retire and not come back, not have to do these flips, these big extreme spots that the crowd oohs and ahs about, but they don't give a shit about you because they're not paying your medical bills. They're not going to be sending you checks when you're in the hospital. Of course not. But they care about the spectacle. So with that said, did I pop for Jeff Hardy's return? Yes. It's a knee-jerk reaction as a wrestling fan to do that. But I honestly did not want Jeff Hardy back in WWE or in AEW or in Impact Wrestling at all. I just want him to retire, find something else. Hell, go ahead and go make music. Go do your paintings. Go live your life. Be with your family. Professional wrestling has always led to the one biggest issue, the one biggest problem in your entire career, in your entire life. And again, I'm a nobody saying this. I don't expect anybody to listen to me as far as that's concerned. I'm not an expert. I'm not even qualified to do that. It's just something that has always been a part of the conversation when it comes to Jeff Hardy and professional wrestling. Again, I hope, I wish Jeff Hardy nothing but the best. I hope he doesn't fall back into this cycle that he's fallen into so many times before. And I'm very excited to see what he brings into wrestling ring. But again, it's just my personal opinion. So with that said, what do you think about Jeff Hardy's return? Yay, nay, are you excited? Are you cautious, just like me? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk. Tune in later on tonight to Access TV for another episode of Impact Wrestling, and I'll see you next time.